So now that we've installed R in RStudio, I'm going to show you what each of these sections does. So this top left portion here is the script, and it's arguably one of the most important. The reason for that is because this is going to be where we write our code. It's going to be where we rewrite our code, save our code, and rerun it for later. And so this is going to be where most of our productivity is going to be. And so just to give you a visual example of what that looks like, I'm going to write some code here. But you don't have to pay attention too much to what I'm actually doing in terms of the details. I'm just giving you a visual example so you see what it looks like. So let's say I saved some vector in here called x, and it's equal to these four numbers 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to hit Control Enter to save that. And then maybe I want the mean of x. So I'm going to write out mean of x and then hit Control Enter to run that. And then maybe I want some histogram somewhere. I'll just write hist, and then I'm just going to use some data that I know exists in R. So I'm going to run that with Control Enter. And now I've produced some histogram. So that's a little bit quick, but all I'm doing here is just showing you what essentially is being done in this script. So I'm using this a bit like a sketch pad. And I'm writing these out line by line and writing them each line at a time. So if I wanted to, I could actually highlight all of this and run it all at once by hitting Control plus Enter, and it'll run all of that again. So that's essentially what this script does. It just allows you to write your code and then run your code at the same time. Now, you probably noticed this bottom left section produced some text-based output, and that's essentially the primary purpose of this area called the console. Now, I can also write code here if I want to. I can write out mean of x, for example, and it'll run that code just like it did before. But this is primarily used for all the text-based output that we get from R. So let's say I wanted to get like summary statistics from that iris data set I just used. If I run that code, now it produces all of that down here. So that's the main purpose of this section. You probably also noticed on this bottom right section it produced this plot down here. So if at any time I want to change the window sizes here, I can just click on these windows here and minimize them and maximize them and all that stuff. But anyway, this is the area where you plot for the most part. This is this Plots tab. You can also click on this Files tab, which includes all the files in your directory. And we'll go into what a directory is when we talk about importing data. And then there's this Packages tab here, which just gives you an idea of which packages are already loaded in R. There's a Help tab for information about different functions. So there's a bunch of stuff down here. It's kind of just this generic catch-all area for a bunch of different things. And you can familiarize yourself with that as you get experience with R. Now the last relevant section here is this environment area. And so when I saved that X vector, it actually showed up over here. And so all this is doing is just giving me an idea of which things are saved in RStudio currently. So here it says the name of the object, which is X, and then what type of object it is. It's a numeric vector with 3 values, and they're equal to 4, 5, and 6. You can also import data sets from here. So let's say I wanted to import some Excel spreadsheet. I can do that from this section. However, I'm going to show you how to import data later, and it's going to be a lot more efficient because we're going to use a code-based solution. So just know that this exists, but we won't cover it into detail just yet. Now, just a couple more things before we move on. First off, if you see this little hash icon next to anything, that's just me commenting next to the code there to just basically give notes about what I'm doing. So for example, if I write out, this is a vector smiley face, that's just me leaving a note about that code. Or even here, this is the mean of x, and this is a histogram. Smiley face, smiley face. So this is just to annotate the code essentially. It doesn't actually run the code at all. So even if I write it down here, this is a comment, and I hit Control Enter on that, it doesn't actually run the code. You can see it just draws a blank. So that's just for notation purposes. So if you see that in the next section, that's essentially what I'm doing there. Now one last thing is RStudio, at least in its most basic form like this, to me is a little bit ugly. And it's a little bit difficult to also read the code in my opinion. So you can see that the code here is kind of just like black, blue, and green. And it's a little bit difficult to distinguish things here. So I'm actually going to change this for the rest of this course. I'm going to go to this Tools section. And then we're going to go to this Global Options here. And then from there we're going to click on this Appearance tab. And here it allows you to change a lot of things about the aesthetics of RStudio. So you can change the theme from modern or sky. You can zoom in on the text to a certain degree. You can change the font of all the writing within your script. You can even change the font size and the help panel font size and all that stuff. But the most important factor here is this editor theme that I'm going to change. So like I mentioned before, you can see on the right here, it gives you a preview of what your code should look like. And it's not really all that distinguishable in my opinion. So I'm actually going to switch to this cobalt style here. And so now you can see right away it really pops. Like there's this blue neon font commentary. There are these white objects and black backgrounds, and there's these orange functions and stuff. So it's just much easier in my opinion to read. I'm going to use this from now on just so it's also easier for you to read. So I'm going to hit this apply part here to apply it to R, and then hit OK. So now we can see that it's immediately changed, and now you can see like the comments and stuff are much easier to see now. So now that we've covered all that ground, I'm going to teach you a little bit about the basics of R and how to run things like functions and objects in R.